What up, what up? Schwiener here, episode 10 of our West Brom United career mode, and it's the playoffs. We have Southampton for the first round of the promotion playoff. Can we get it done? Time will tell. We are sticking with the lineup that pretty much for the second half of the season since January has been our go-to sturdy get the job done lineup. Little bump in the road towards the end of the last few games towards the end of the season, but have put us in a position to possibly get promoted. Southampton's with a couple of good players. I would say, honestly, overall, they're probably the better squad, but anything's possible, right? Anything is possible. Let's jump in. And Takai, with an incredible tackle and save here early on in the game, to keep this from an early down 1-0 lead. And then just before the stroke of half, getting a breakaway, starting from Griffiths all the way in the back. It's our man, the guy, Berthe, who could not break the all-time scoring competition record in the league. But hey, he's getting us a lead here in the playoff, and beautiful goal. Takes it right up the middle, not messing about, top corner. We riding. And Griffiths with a couple of really important saves throughout this game, this one included. The game started to kind of become a little nerve-wracking, a little back and forth, as you can tell. But in the end, we came away in the first leg here with the 1-0 lead due to the Berthe goal. And so I'm kind of going into the second game a little nervous. Only 1-0, right? It's a lead, but it's not a comfortable lead going in on aggregate. So, also, having the advantage at home, that's great. Having to finish the season off potentially away, definitely not great. So, time will tell. Will we get it done? A little back and forth. In the previous game, and we were the ones to scrape away with the win. Can we do it again here, away, on the grounds of Southampton? It was a hot start. We're putting pressure on him. Of course, Price missing the goal as he does half the time. Another great save. Berthe, trying to head that in on goal. And even though we're putting a lot of pressure on him, and Griffiths, who's been great for us, a huge mental error in the air trying to grab that ball, and now it's tied. 1-1 on aggregate. We are down 1-0. Just a horrible attempt and Reed to go and get that ball. Gets a hand on it, but cannot bring it in, and falls to the foot of the player on the back post. But thankfully, we were able to respond pretty quickly here, stealing the ball away right up the middle, restoring our lead on aggregate and tying the game 1-1 here. It's Berthe again, coming in to save us, as he's done multiple times this year. And we don't really see a lot of, I guess, him on the defensive end in that aspect of like intercepting the ball like that and putting a pressure on him. So really awesome goal on his part, and the mental errors continue for us, just sloppily giving the ball away there in the corner of the box, and just like that, it's just started going back and forth. Again, tied on aggregate 2-2, losing the game 2-1. And I thought at the end of this game we were about to find the game winner. That was not the case. Full time ended in a 2-1 Southampton win. However, 2-2 on aggregate. So we will jump into extra time here. And we pounce. We pounce on it again. A good interception, putting press, intercepting the ball. It's Bertay giving us the cushion lead here as we wrap up in extra time. Everyone's celebrating, thinking that we have solidified ourselves into a final. And more mental errors. Again, just a back and forth game. They score, I score, I score, they score. And it eventually leads to us getting into penalties. We've been here before. We've been here before with penalties. So I think it was last season with this save that we, basically every single Carabao Cup or whatever game, we win in penalties and kind of won. And a hot start on our end, making a save. It's Griffiths and scoring our first one. So we're feeling comfortable. The best start to a penalty shootout that you can ask for in any sense. And we just got to score the rest of our goals. We have our save. We just have to score the rest of our goals. And we win. It's as simple as that. Mathematically, we score all our goals. We win, right? Would love another save from Griffiths if it'll come. And we're continuing to score. It's looking good. Look at us go. Right here, nerves. No nerves. We got this in the bag, right? We have this in the bag. Boom. We're feeling good, baby. We are feeling good. If Griffith saves this, we are moving on. If Griffith saves this, we are moving on to the final. And my man does it. My man does it. 2 huge saves. Our goal scorers score all the goals they needed to. We've been here before. We have been there before. It's calm, cool, collected. And it's Griffiths, the man. 2 incredible saves. Kind of a bad shot. But take nothing away from Griffiths making up for his horrendous error in trying to catch that ball coming out and trying to clam that cross. So, full time. We lose the game technically 3-2, but we win the first round on aggregate due to penalties, which is just crazy. That's just a crazy ending. So we're at Wembley, man. We are in Wembley with a chance, giving us the hope to move up to the Premier League, which is great. I think, at the beginning of the season, our goal and best case scenario was get into a playoff promotion spot. And we snuck in at 6th place, that last spot, to give ourselves a chance. And here we are staring a trophy in its face at Wembley and scoring the first goal. It's possible. If Leicester City can win the Premier League, if Wrexham can make its way all the way up to the Championship with 3 seasons, miracles can happen. And it helps when we can score goals like this. A beautiful cross in. And we get a little nervous. I think defending corners is a little, not a problem, but, a little nerve-wracking. And just another mental error on our part. After we show this replay, Freddie Potts sitting on the post. Normally when you sit on the post, you're there to stop shots coming in. And Freddie Potts just let that ball right on by him. Took a step to the left and said, "Yeah, you can come through like a bouncer at a bar. Come on, yeah, you good? You got your ID? Come on in." Just horrendous from Freddie, absolutely horrendous. But very similar to our first goal, crossing it in. think it was Isaac Price that just scored that. Huge, it is. Which gives us the 2-1 lead here. So basically the same goal we had scored, but coming from the opposite side, getting crossed in, and Griffiths coming up with some great saves at the end to keep this 2-1 buffer, and that's how it ends, guys. We are moving up to the Premier League. 2-1 win over Stoke. Enjoy it. Soak it in. Going up to the Premier League. It's going to be a battle. It is going to be a battle because this team and roster is not Premier League ready. So it's Leicester and Ispich as well joining us. And that last win against, I think it was Sheffield Wednesday, proven to be huge because we were on same points with Birmingham City. So if we would have lost that game or tied, we would not be sitting in 6th in a playoff promotion. And it's Blackburn, Charlton, Sheffield getting relegated at the end of the season. So that last-minute win in the last game is huge for us. Was huge for us. And it's Bournemouth-Fulham for the FA Cup. Bournemouth winning, kind of a wild 2 teams in there. And it's Liverpool in the Carabao Cup against Newcastle. Here's what the Premier League looks like. So Liverpool, Man City, yada yada up there. And it's Burnley, Sunderland, and Brighton. Brighton getting relegated. Crazy. FC Barcelona beating Man City in the Champions League. It is a Spanish trophy coming their way. And FC Porto 3-2 in Nottingham Forest in a high goal-scoring Europa League final. And it's AFK Athens beating Fiorentina 1-3 here. And taking some stats is Berté. 41 goals, 12 assists. Price at 17. I mean, there was no one really else besides Berté, and that's why we really struggled when he was not scoring, because no one else on the team really was able to score. And it's Price being our second highest goal scorer, highest assist leader. Ben Gannon up there with 14, Berté with 12. So it's basically the Berté Isaac Price show. Ben Gannon contributed, but fine numbers across the board here, and a lot of good growth. Berté up to a 79. Sule, Gannon, everyone kind of had gone up a couple of points, which is huge for growth, especially Price. Hammy out on loan. Johnson, Potts, or Hammy's not out on loan. He's going on loan next season, which I guess is good. But a lot of growth across the board, which is what you like to see. Mumfane did not. Styles still hurt. Griffiths, incredible. And we're at the end here, but I cannot wait for next season. Stay tuned. Follow through. Appreciate y'all watching. Give a like, give a subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one when we're in the Premier League.